In this lecture, we'll be learning more advanced type and fonting in Adobe Illustrator. So come to your type tool, and instead of just clicking on it, just hold it. Okay, just left click and hold. And you can now see different types of type tools, right? We have this guy, 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 we have this guy. And we are going to look at all of them. So now, just come to your shape tool and select your ellipse. Okay, then come and give this or just come on, yeah, just give it the color. And what I need you to do right now, just come here and instead of clicking on it, just hold it like before. Okay, and come and select this guy, area type tool. Now when you select this guy, just come here and click. Okay, and just the size is too big, just select 10. Okay, for example, and instead of leaving it like that, just delete it and just try to come and create another shape. Okay, let's redo it. Just come here and click good. So as you can see, we now have our text following our shape. Okay, we now have our text following our shape. Let's make this light, or probably let's change the font size or the font type. Just select a random font here. Now we can see what we have now clearly. Okay, so this is our font following, or this is our type following a set shape, right? Now this tool, the second tool, is the tool that makes this possible. If you want to have your font or your type follow a set shape, you have to use that font right there. So it's more of an area type. Okay, it's more of an area type instead of a point type. Okay, like I told you before, area types give us an area. Okay, so you're basically telling your type to follow this area, this spherical area. Okay, so this is the tool you use for that. So let's assume we want to have even a more interesting shape, right? Let's assume we want to have a shape like this. Okay, shape like this. Good. Even if we had a shape like this and still want our type following our shape, we can make that possible with this tool. Okay, with this tool. So let's just adjust our shape to make it look more cool. And come and select our tool and just click on the shape. Now, as you can see, our type has followed the shape of our object, right? Yeah, so this is one of the cool things we can achieve with the type tool. We have many other options. We have this guy, which enables our type follow a set path. Okay, so let's assume we have a path like this. We want our type to follow this path. All we need to do is to click, and yeah, we have our type following the path now. Now, in a case like this, let's assume we want to move it to the left hand side or the right hand side. We just come and click on this this line in the middle. Just click on it and drag. Okay, just click on it. I'm not getting it. I think we just need to maybe reduce our type. So let me just write something shorter. Straight up. Okay, and then increase the size. Okay, yeah, so assuming we want to move our type, okay, all we need to do is come here and then move it like this. Okay, so this, we just need to select it, and then now you see this line here, not the white box, but this line. So this is the line you just use to move your text. And we also have the seam line here in the middle. Okay, the seam line in the middle. And then when we drag it to the bottom, drag it down, you can see that the orientation now changes, right? Okay, you can see that the orientation now changes just by dragging it. So we drag it up back. Drag it back up. You can see that we now have what we had before. And the next tool we have is this guy here, okay, which enables us create vertical text. So when you just click on it, you see that when you click on your workspace or work area, you see that it automatically creates a vertical type for you. Now you can increase the size, increase or reduce. Okay, you can increase or reduce the space between them with this guy here. Okay, and then you can even come to your type menu here and type orientation and change it back to horizontal. Okay, so you can create horizontal to vertical and vertical to horizontal. Just make this 0, then come here, make this horizontal. Okay, so that's the vertical type tool. We also have the vertical area type tool, which is similar to this guy here. Okay, the tool we use to create this guy. Okay, only that instead of creating it in a horizontal manner, it's going to create it in a vertical manner. Okay, in a vertical orientation. So let's try it and see how it goes, right? So create your shape and come here, select it and click on the path. Now my computer is dragging a bit. I'm just going to give it some time, and we can see that it now created the tool. And if we type, even though the computer is dragging, but if we keep creating our type, we can see that it's filling in the shape in a horizontal manner, right? In a horizontal manner. So we can of course keep using our options here to further edit our write-up. Okay, just like how you can see that changes are being made as we edit using the options here. So that's just how this one works. I'm going to delete you. I don't need you. And we have this other guy, vertical type on a path tool. So it's going to type it on the path, just like this guy, but in a vertical orientation. Okay, and then finally, there is one other one I want us to look at. I'm just going to select this guy, bring him here, and come to type, then make this uppercase. Okay, then just make it uppercase, and then come here, click here, and come to this touch type tool. Now, how does this one work? It works by modifying the character we've chosen. Okay, so when we select it and kind of click on the character, it enables us modify the character. So we can reduce the size of that character. You can even rotate the character like this, or undo. Let's see if we want to select E. So we select E, you can rotate E like this. You can even reduce the size. Okay. You can select M, bring it here, rotate M. You can move it, select this guy, move him. Okay. So select you, kind of make it bigger, and rotate the guy, and kind of, okay, just move these ones closer. So these are some of the things you can do with this tool. Okay, select him, reduce the size, rotate, kind of bring them closer, rotate. You can just have your fun with this, but basically this is what you use this last tool for. Okay, yeah, this is what you use this last tool for. And I wanted to just select our path type here, and then just come here, and so we can look at one option. Okay, so there is this option called type on the path. Okay, and you can see presently set to rainbow. Let's just click here, and then enable preview so we can see how the changes have been made, right? So rainbow, this is Q. Okay, I think the best way to see the effects of this guy is to just make something like this. Okay, let's just create our type along a circular path. Okay, so let's get you, let's see, designer for life. Okay, and then let's move the guy like this. Then just let's make it centralized. Okay, move the guy like this. Okay, now, okay, one more thing. Let's just make this bold and come to your type and type on the path. Choose this tool and choose type on the path. Then so we can see the changes that will be made, right? So let's preview and skew. You see kind of what happens, right? And we can choose the path to align to. It should be the baseline, which is kind of what we have here. Should it be the center, which is kind of what we have here? That's the center of the path. Should it be aligned to one step up? That's called the descender, and then the ascender one step downwards, depending on how our type is set up, right? So we can make this baseline. Okay, and for skew, you see what happens. For rainbow, is a normal guy. For skew, for 3D ribbon, you see what happens. See the changes that happen. And then for stair step, okay, you can even mess with the spacing. Okay, we can mess with the spacing. Let's make this 30 and see what we have. Let's make this type minus 36. Okay, so you get the point, right? Yeah, and then we have this other guy which says gravity, right? Good. So these are some of the things we can do. Some of the more advanced stuff we can do with our type tool. Okay, so I have created this stuff here and we're just going to recreate it. Okay, we're going to recreate this logo. It is basically using all what we've learned here. So I started with this guy with a path, right? Looking like this. Okay, then just came to let's just come to our stroke, and let's give it a stroke. Let's give it a stroke, a black stroke. Then come to stroke, give it a profile. Okay, and just boost up the stroke size a bit. Okay, and I think we should kind of modify our shape a bit. Okay, this will do. Okay, so the next thing we would want to do is just Ctrl C, Ctrl F. That's duplicate the current shape and have it reduced like this, and kind of boost up the stroke. Okay, and kind of move it down a bit. Okay, and for this other guy, we still have to duplicate it, Ctrl C, Ctrl F, because we will be using it to create our fonts, okay, our type. And if we use it to create our type, we're going to then see the complete line disappear. Okay, so we have to duplicate it. So just click, and then what I typed is pleniferous. Sorry. Yup. And Of course, I kind of moved our stuff like this. Okay. So what font did I use? I used this font, Abuse. Okay, Abuse. Just copied it, come here, paste. Okay, and we now have our fonts. We can increase this value, kind of increase this guy. Correct. We can just make it bigger, a little bigger. Yeah, so what next is left? We just have to create this guy, right? This guy. So what did I do? Came here, created our path, give it a stroke. Okay, with a stroke. Then just duplicated it because it's the same thing for up and down. Okay, only that we need to create them separately. And for this guy, all I did was I typed this traditional brewing and just copy it instead. Then come here, paste it. Then just kind of move your guy to the front like this, to the top like this. And for this other one, just copy everything. I'm using Ctrl A to copy, and then come here and just paste. Okay, only that for this guy, you need to drag him down. Sorry, come here, get it dragged down like this. Good, perfecto. And then probably just adjust it like this. And what do we have? We have it set up on the same point as the other one. And then what I then did was I just selected the both of them, just give them made them kind of aligned to the baseline, right, to the center line. Okay, then yeah, just made them align to the center line, and then created this guy since 1990, and then finally this shape, right? Just an S. This is the font. Okay, it's quite simple if you know what you're doing. It's very simple if you know what you're doing. Yeah, so basically that's what I did, and now you can see that we created a very cool logo for a brewing company. Yeah, and that's it for this one. In the next video, we should be taking an assignment. Okay, so see you in the next video. Bye bye.